The FIFA World Cup is getting bigger. Way bigger. In 2026, we're not getting 32 teams. We're getting 48. And when FIFA announced the new format, football fans everywhere had the same reaction. Wait, how is this supposed to work? More teams, more matches, more groups, more rules. And somehow, it all still ends with one champion. At first glance, the 2026 World Cup format looks like someone accidentally added extra pages to the tournament. But once you see the system, it actually makes sense. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to explain the entire 2026 World Cup format as simply as possible. And there's one strange twist near the end that most fans still don't know about. Let's begin. First, the big change. The expansion. For years, the World Cup had 32 teams. Simple. 8 groups. For teams per group. The top 2 teams advanced. Done. But FIFA decided to expand the tournament to 48 teams. Why? More countries get a chance to qualify. More fans get involved. And let's be honest, more games also means more money. Nobody was shocked by that part. But here's where things got confusing. If there are 48 teams now, how do you organize them? That's the question. And the answer is surprisingly simple. The groups. The 48 teams will be divided into 12 groups. Not 8, 12. Each group will contain 4 teams. So far, so normal. Every team plays 3 matches, just like previous World Cups. Win a game, get 3 points. Draw a game, get 1 point. Lose a game, well, you get nothing except stress. At this point, everything feels familiar. Then FIFA throws in a twist. Who advances? In the old format, the top 2 teams from each group moved on. Easy. Now it's different. The top 2 teams from all 12 groups advance. That's 24 teams. But wait, the next round needs 32 teams. Not 24. So where do the other 8 come from? Here's where it gets interesting. The 8 best third-place teams also qualify. Yes, some teams can finish 3rd in their group and still survive. Kind of like barely passing an exam and still making the honor roll. Feels weird, but it works. Now we have 32 teams. And that's where the tournament becomes familiar again. The knockout stage. Once the group stage ends, we move into a standard knockout tournament. Round of 32, round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, final. Lose once, you're out. No second chances, no excuses. No, we'll get them next week. This sounds simple. It isn't, because adding one extra knockout round changes everything. Teams now have to survive more matches than ever before, which means more drama, more upsets, and probably more heart attacks for fans. The number nobody talks about. Let's compare. The 2022 World Cup had 64 matches. The 2026 World Cup? That's not a typo. 104 matches. The tournament will be bigger than any World Cup in history. More football, more storylines, more underdogs, more chaos. If you enjoy surprises, that's great. If you're trying to predict a winner, good luck. The favorite problem. In theory, stronger teams benefit from having more chances to advance. In practice, they also have to survive more games. And every extra game creates risk. An injury, a red card, a bad day, a shocking upset. You know the type. A tiny country suddenly decides to play like world champions for 90 minutes. The bigger the tournament gets, the more unpredictable it becomes. And honestly, that's probably the most exciting part. Why FIFA really likes it. Officially, the expansion is about giving more countries opportunities. And that's true. More nations will experience the World Cup. More fans will feel included. That's a positive thing. But let's be realistic. More teams means more matches. More matches mean bigger audiences. And bigger audiences usually mean bigger revenue. So FIFA gets a larger global tournament. Fans get more football. And smaller nations get a better chance to dream. Everybody wins. At least in theory. So, does it actually make sense? At first, the 2026 World Cup format looks completely confusing. 48 teams, 12 groups, third-place qualifiers, a round of 32. It sounds like someone made the rules using a calculator and a dartboard. But once you break it down, it's actually pretty straightforward. 48 teams enter. Groups narrow the field to 32. And then a giant knockout tournament decides the champion. That's it. The biggest World Cup ever is really just a bigger version of the same idea we've always had. And that's the key thing to remember. The format changed. The goal didn't. Find the best team in the world. Now the real question is this: will a bigger World Cup create more unforgettable moments? Or will it make the tournament feel too crowded? Let me know what you think. And if you enjoy simple explanations of confusing sports formats, rules, and tournaments, make sure to subscribe because we've got a lot more to untangle.